welcome back to another episode of Triple P&J, K / a couple of extra letters.
Other people.
Yeah, so if you haven't done so already, because this is episode, 69?
No, we're on 64.
Episode 69. Welcome back. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the the subscribe button at the top, the little notification bell. Yeah, like that. And if you haven't done so already, comment on some of the other videos. That means you've watched some of the other videos.
What was that?
Damn, your chair about to break. You gained some weight?
Yeah, got a little extra in the belly. But yeah.
Everybody, welcome Kassy back to the show. Welcome her back.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I feel welcomed.
What is this? Like your...
Oh, the sorority snaps?
Yeah. Thank you for your gift. That's poetry. But,
Yeah, girl.
No, we were in a sorority. Every time someone would say something, it'd be like, yes.
Oh, okay. What sorority was that?
Alpha C Delta.
Oh, you were in that?
Can we try it?
Yeah,
if I say something, can we try it?
Say it and we'll see.
Say what?
My pee big. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you for your gift.
Anywho.
But no, Kassy, it was this like episode 5, 4.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Becoming a regular. I like it though.
Nice. Well, if you want to hear from our regular, you can go to all of our streaming platforms and listen to our audio contents. Anything from iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, streamings, anything like that.
So, as you can tell by the title of the episode and the thumbnail, if you're watching it on YouTube, we're going to be talking about the incident that happened in Chicago this week.
It's always something in Chicago.
They ghetto there.
Yeah, like, y'all just be doing the most.
So,
And Chicago is close to Detroit, so I'm sure they kind of be doing the same thing.
What's that?
Well, when I was in Detroit, they was robbing fucking convenience stores from their ATMs. Like, I literally watched the store.
In person?
Yeah, in person. I watched the store get robbed.
He almost got...
Damn.
Yeah, I almost got... there's a lot of shit. But anywho. So, I was walking
You're not supposed to ever
downtown.
be a witness.
Well, it's years later on some crazy shit, so...
Oh, okay.
So, I was walking downtown, Detroit. You know, I was trying to go look for some food. My brother just came up there for whatever reason. We're not going to talk about that. But we were going downtown, and they got, like, this strip, right? And it's, like, dark. Like, there's barely any lights running down this street, like, maybe 2. And these 2 dudes literally break in this fucking, it's like a convenience store or something like that. And the alarms are going off. You can hear it. It's just like, it sound like bells or like a school bell. And like maybe 5 minutes later, they come walk, like 2 men carrying this ATM out the store.
The whole
Damn.
ATM.
The whole ATM.
That reminds
the
me-
whole fucking ATM. They took it out the store. Literally, the alarm was going on for like 10, 15 minutes. No cops came.
That reminds me of the movie Barbershop when they were stealing the damn ATM.
Yeah, that's the first time. The second time was a corner store that my ex worked at. And like, you know how they have those brick like cylinders or whatever, like to prevent people from like running into the building?
Yeah.
So they chained up.
That's what that's for?
Yeah, just in case people want to run straight into the
Some people,
doors.
sometimes it don't work.
They don't. Because let me tell you what they did. They took a chain and went straight to the... They took a chain and wrapped it around the door. And then it was because it was like barred. And then they chained it to the back of the truck and they yanked the fucking bar door off of the frame. And then there was a regular door which they broke in. And then they took the ATM out of that one and stuck it in the back of their truck and drove off.
The same people?
I don't know, but it Detroit nonetheless, probably like within like maybe 4 miles from each other, it happened.
Dang,
it could have been the same
if
people.
they ever got caught.
I don't know, but
I
from
wonder
my
how much money
understanding,
was
there's
in there.
like, I think from the second one it was like 1,500.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all did all that for 1,500.
They might have been broke.
I mean, you gotta think about like the type of fucking shit you gotta do to get into the money.
Right. It's gonna take forever to. It won't be worth $1,500.
I don't know, but that's what I was told because like the store owner that told her about it, that shit, like, I guess, like, the next day later, he's like, yeah, we only keep so much money in there anyways.
Oh.
Because this is a constant, like...
Because it's a gas station.
Not even a gas station. It's a corner store.
Oh.
It was called, like...
He should have went to the bank.
Boulevard.
He should have went and got the bank one. That might keep more money in there.
Shit, I don't know. But I went in the first one that they broke into. We went in there and grabbed a couple beers.
Like stole them?
He will not confirm nor deny. Allegedly.
So, anywho, on top of that, my parents have watched a hobo get beat up by a guy with a crate. They were coming up to my wedding, and like some guy felt disrespected by the hobo, and he took his crate and he beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, wow.
Like the only thing he probably owned in this possession, he got beat up with.
Oh my god.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
So, back to the topic.
I mean, it kind of boils down into the same thing about
It's violent.
Yeah, it's violence. Y'all be wild in the north.
Mm-hmm. But as you can tell by the title of the episode, we are talking about the incident that happened in Chicago where this lady and this guy got into an altercation in, I guess, some kind of restaurant. It looked ghetto, but some kind of restaurant. And don't know what the argument was about, but then he ended up hitting her hard as hell twice, and then the lady's son protected her and shot and killed his ass. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my opinion out the way. So my opinion of it is, I think he deserved it, and the son and the mom did go to jail. But as of today, I think they got released because it was self-defense, I guess. Me personally, I didn't look at it like self-defense. I looked at it like he was defending his mom. She wasn't defending herself. But I do understand what they mean. But I think that if it was classified as self-defense, she should have been the one that killed him.
Correct. I agree. I mean...
How do you feel about the situation? Because you just watched the video.
I feel like, she couldn't really defend herself because, for one, she's an older woman.
Right.
Two, the dude was a younger man. Like, he was in his 30s. Like, he was fairly built. And, like, he was just bucking up to her and had his fist balled up. Like, he was ready. He's like, all right, my grandmama, I'm about to hit your ass. If you say one more thing, I'm about to hit.
She didn't even say one more thing.
I couldn't confirm if she did or didn't. I couldn't hear it. Because all I seen was him say that. And then I heard, like, you can hear everybody else. And then he came back and he swung and knocked the shit out of her. And then it was like a scuffle for like 2-3 seconds before you hear gunshots. And I think at that point, like...
At that point, you kind of got what you was asking for.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand, like, everybody's built different. Everybody's mentality is built different. If somebody was to swing on my mama, I'm liable to try to do the same thing if I had a gun in my possession.
Yeah, I also do the same thing.
When I was watching the video initially, I said the same exact thing. Me personally, I would have done the same thing. You know, you would like to think that you wouldn't ever kill anybody, but if that was to happen, especially in front of me, there's no telling what I would do.
That's his immediate family.
Yeah.
That's his mom.
Yeah.
And I want to say, like, if my immediate family is in imminent danger, which she was, because technically, like, a hit of that force is considered, like, can be considered second, possibly first degree assault.
Yeah.
To where, like, depending on how he hit her,
you could hear the damn punch.
He could have killed her.
Yeah, if he hit her twice and he didn't get shot, who knows how many times he would have hit her?
Right.
Until people can literally die from getting hit.
And then I really think that the people who were just standing around watching and recording is stupid.
Yeah, they should have broke that shit. I mean, at the same time, I feel like if it was me...
I mean, you gotta understand, like, it's for one, it's in Chicago. I'm not gonna break a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, because you don't know if he's got a gun or...
They got a gun. You don't want to... I'm just not gonna...
His friend is over there and he got a gun. So, you know, whatever.
Outside of that, people are gonna do what they're gonna do regardless. So I don't think they should really be included in it. I think that the focus is more, like, on the kid who shot him. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was intentionally meant to... I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he didn't intentionally want to kill him. He just shot the shoot.
Yeah,
and
he probably
happened to kill him, and he probably died like later.
He probably shot him just to get him off his mama.
Yeah, that's what I would have honestly,
I'm glad it hit him and not the mama though, because you know how Willis don't got a name on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I am happy that they are released from jail because I don't feel like they should have went to jail. I mean,
so they went to trial.
It just happened 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
Oh, and the charges got dropped, so definitely on trial. Okay.
Yeah, so they're clear. I mean, you don't condone violence, but yeah, he deserved it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we know that he was somebody's father and all of that, but he should have thought about that.
Too.
He should have thought about that before he was hitting on innocent women.
You know what? I feel like people always play into that, like, oh, he was a good man, and he did okay, y'all.
In that moment where his life ended, he was not displaying that he was a good man.
And a good person isn't going to do that shit anyways.
Yeah, people just want to use that to try to, like, up their image on shit. Like, no, he probably was a piece of shit through and through.
Yeah, probably.
So, I don't know. Play stupid games just to get stupid prizes.
Yeah, keep your hands to your motherfucking self.
Yeah, that part. And I don't understand really what the problem was. I really don't understand what the problem
whoever was recording didn't record the beginning of the argument, so we don't know what it was about. But
I did it because I've been that person trying to record some shit.
Yeah, me too. I think we all have.
Yeah, like the argument at the gas station.
Yeah, because
that could have been just like that.
Right, because you don't want to be like.
Yeah, because then they're gonna come for you too.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "What the fuck?" Da, 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 da. So I get it, but I think like that situation is definitely like a perfect example as to why like context is important, because you don't know what happened prior to it and you don't know what happened after. So
yeah, either way, I don't feel like it was warranted for him to put his hands on her.
Absolutely not.
Not like that.
Not behind no fucking food at a hot dog stand. Like you getting hyped behind.
You
a hot
getting
dog
some
stand.
wings and some pizza.
Right.
You can make that shit at home.
He said, "Get your food. Get your food. Say one more thing to me. I'm my grandma. I'm hit your ass." And I was like.
Well, now your grandma's looking at you.
Right.
in the casket, shut up.
Now she got you on a t-shirt.
She finna whoop your ass.
She mad because you said all my grandmama. And maybe your grandma.
Yeah, one of his family members, I was reading on Twitter on the Shade Room where I saw this post at. One of his family members had released a statement about the situation and was like something about I feel bad for the victims, but he's a victim too, and something along the lines of, you know, he got kids and he was a good guy. Then she started posting all these pictures of him when he was smiling and shit, and I'm like,
everyone can fucking smile.
Everybody
for a
smiles
picture.
every now and then. That don't make you a good person because you got some teeth to show.
Yeah, it definitely don't make you a good daddy, because I've seen plenty of them that fake they fucking persona.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Posting pictures with their kids and shit, and they're not with their kids.
Yeah,
ask
some kids what they think about their dad and see how they go.
Who?
Well, if they were close to him, I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for I feel bad for all the kids in the situation, but he got what he got, so
at the end of the day, you're grown. We know right from wrong. You should have not fucking did what you did. So, bitch.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what made you thought it was like, for whatever reason, that has something to do with food or getting shit talked or whatever by an older woman, that you felt like you need to hit them. Like a grown man, like you felt like a woman that is older than you, probably like, what, 20 years maybe?
It didn't look like it. I mean, on her mugshot, she didn't look that old.
Yeah, but either way, I'm pretty sure no matter what, she was still an older woman to him, so still like, what you need to hit people like that for?
Unless they hit you first, which she didn't.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. But there was another thing I saw, moving right along, there's another thing I saw on social media earlier this week. It doesn't tie into the topic, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. And I want to ask y'all. So, I'm going to ask you first.
No. The answer is no. Not for me. I don't know what the question is, but I'm just going to say no.
Okay, moving back to Kassy.
Oh, anyway.
So, bye.
Hey guys, welcome back.
So, there was this post I saw on Facebook, I think, and it says, like, let's discuss. Would you be willing to have a sit-down discussion with a friend, like maybe a close friend, that you had a falling out with, to see, like, if
who popped in your head?
because there's a couple in my head too.
That face said it all. She's like, oh.
But you don't have to go into too much detail about it. But if you guys fell out, would you, if it's been some time, would you sit down and have a conversation with them now? Why or why not?
So there is a person that comes into mind, and I was friends with her since the 4th grade. And right when we graduated, she started acting funny towards us. Well, first she started acting funny in the middle of our senior year. She started acting funny towards one of my other friends, but was fine with me. Like, she'd ask me to hang out and everything, and never asked the other girl to hang out. And if I would bring her up, she would kind of like
Cut you
pass
off.
by, yeah. But I was cool with her. She never talked about the other girl with me. So, you know, y'all's issue is y'all's issue, and we're still friends.
Right.
Then we graduated, and I don't know what the fuck happened. She, like, just cut all of us off, and she never said anything. And then a little bit later, because, I mean, we felt some kind of way, and so a little bit later she found out that we said some things, and then she got mad, but you're the one that fucking stopped talking to us for no reason. And we said things in private, but somehow
It got out of private?
Yeah. And, yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. I mean, I know how it got out because somebody saw my other friend's phone and then told her, but still, like.
Not lurking.
Get out my page.
I'm still friends with her on Facebook. But I don't think I could ever be actual friends with her again or, like, talk to her again. Because it just feels like, thinking about it makes me, like, cringe. It feels awkward. Like, I don't know if I could do that.
So...
Because then we have to dish out shit that happened,
Yeah, you have to hash out the past.
6-7 years ago now.
I feel like sometimes to move forward from something, you have to... If you want to talk to the person again, you have to discuss it or it's never going to be over. Yeah. But for me, the one situation that comes to my mind, and I never really even, to be honest, consider this person like a good friend like that, but we hung in the same group at one point, and we dealt with each other because our friend that we were closer with were friends with him. Or whatever. So yeah. we had this altercation, I think our junior year or something like that, and then got over it. And senior year, he just started acting funny again. And I had I know what it was. I had got into a physical altercation with this guy that was dating this girl, and she decided that she wanted to run her mouth at the end of me and his fight. So I'm getting escorted down the hallway and shit, and she comes out saying some shit, and of course I wasn't gonna do it, but I said, bitch, shut up, I'll beat you up too. And I think because he started dating her later on down the road, because I ain't fuck with the bitch, he felt some type of way towards me. So we had got into it a little bit and then never really talked to him that much. And then my other friends decided that they wanted to have a little reunion or something a couple of years ago on FaceTime and put us all in the same conversation. But we were talking about something different. So I saw...
kind of like a put on blast kind of moment?
Yeah, but we weren't talking about our problems. But it was weird because I ain't talked to you in all this time. And now you're on my phone. Yeah. So I, after that conversation, because it went well, we were all like kind of talking to each other a little bit.
That big ass red button so quick.
But it was awkward. Like, we were clowning somebody else in that moment. But my thing is, you know how I am. I can't be really fake for anything. So I'm looking at my phone and I'm sitting like this, staring for a minute, and then I text the person that put us on FaceTime and was like, I know the fuck you don't got me on this video with this bitch. And then we started talking a little bit, and I was like, maybe I could see myself being back cool with him. And then I had talked to him a little bit, and then it just didn't go that way. So I was like, you know what, fuck you. I don't really have anything to talk about. So at this point, I feel like if I fell out with somebody, because it takes me a minute to actually fall out with somebody. If I fell out with you, you deserve the falling out. So I don't really feel like there is no coming back. Unless a real grown adult conversation happens, some apologizing that probably I don't care about anymore.
Yeah,
but
I think that's kind of thing. Like, I really don't care, and I don't care to be like buddy with you anymore.
Yeah, we're grown. I got a whole different group of friends.
Yeah, and I don't even know who you are now. So
yeah, I think that just kind of ties into like respect in relationships in general. Once you pass that certain, Jesus Christ. God,
that list.
Once you pass a certain point of disrespect, like you can't come back from that because all it does is just get worse from there. And I feel like when you fall out with somebody, and depending on how long it's been too,
yeah, it don't even matter no more.
Right, like 2 years and we ain't talked about this shit. We ain't even talked.
We ain't even tried to chop it up about it.
Mm-mm.
At this point, who are you?
Yeah, fuck you and your apology because I really don't care anymore.
Right. Not you done came to your senses one day, now you want to talk to me, and I don't even fuck with you.
Because then that shit's just dead to me at that point.
Yeah.
And trying to revive
it up.
Right. And trying to revive it, you're just like, okay, we apologize now. Well, I really don't fuck with you like that.
Yeah. But in that situation that I was explaining, like I said, I don't ever really feel like we were that close. I guess I called him a friend at one point, but I don't think we were that close. But a close friend, it would take a minute for me to fall out with one of them. So, like, to actually fall out with them. So, I don't think that would happen if you were my real friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anytime I've only had a couple of falling outs with people, and it was back in high school. Like, now, I haven't had, in my adult life, I haven't had a falling out with a friend or anything.
Because as adults, you kind of know how to communicate with people and resolve it, or just don't talk for a couple of days and then move on from it. So,
yeah,
I don't really have that problem.
I remember being in, I think it was like junior high. And I had fought one of my friends in the gym locker room because I can't remember what it was about. Like, we were like really, really good friends. Like, we were just really nerdy kids, really good friends. And I don't remember what the argument was about, but we were in the locker room one day and we just got heated at each other. And then, like, all the other guys were in the room just like instigating the fuck out of it. And it was like, fuck you, just fight. The coach ain't here, just fight. So we started fighting and we were throwing each other around and shit. And, then they was like, oh, the coach is coming. Then we just stopped the fight, and we're just all breathing hard and shit. And we didn't talk for like a week, and then one day we just went away, and we were cool again.
Yeah, that's different. Because in school, I've had plenty of fights with with people that I was friends with.
Oh, I know what it was. It was over a girl.
That's normally what it's about back then.
It was over a girl.
And that's what that situation with the boy I was just talking about was about.
Yeah.
And actually, I fought both of them like that same day. Like, it was back to back. Like, I finished fighting one, and then they didn't even give me like a chance to breathe. Then the other one was like, "What? My turn?" I was like, "What? Okay, well, come on."
Here we go again, suspended again.
No, it was after that one was after school. But majority of them did happen at school because I just feel like I'm the type of person where I don't really do that much talking. And then I feel like if I'm talking to you too much...
My man said straight fucking action.
I feel like if I'm talking to you for a certain amount of time, I already know how my mouth is. You're going to want to hit me.
Ooh.
So no, you're not about to hit me first, so hit me. Get it over with. Get that shit over with. But no, back in the day, I did have several fights with people I was cool with, specifically DJ. Me and him was always at it about something. And, I mean, we're still cool to this day. He's actually the one that put me on the damn FaceTime call with the other bitch. But I just feel like back then you could move past certain shit like that. But if I get heated with a friend, this day and age, and we're trying to hurt each other, it's kind of like, okay, we shouldn't be around each other. Because I don't feel like we actually have fights.
No, ours is just play scuffles.
Right. Like if I'm trying to hit you in the face, then we got a problem at that point. So no. As an adult, I feel like if I physically have an altercation with you, it's just over.
At this point, if somebody got a problem with you, they got a problem with me.
Same.
So
You know how it goes.
Right. I'm punching you in your fucking throat, and he might punch you in your face.
I have only had one fight as an adult, and you already know it's still up. He's almost 2 years old, but it's still up.
Yeah, based off of what he said.
Yeah, it's still up. That is one situation.
That's never going
That is one.
That's one level of disrespect you don't ever do.
That is one situation where I feel like even after I whoop his ass, like I am going to, there is no conversation that needs to be had. We just go our separate ways at that point. We can't come back from that at all. That's two things you don't talk about. Close friend or not, that will get you punched dead in your throat.
Yep, I respect that.
But in your adult life, would you bounce back with a friend if you had a physical altercation or falling out with?
My honest answer is no, but I feel like depending on what the situation is, like if we could rekindle the relationship, I'm not gonna like say no. It just depends on how bad the fallout was or what it was that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like shit, it just people can't change and grow. But all the ones that I've had, it's been a fuck you. I don't really care. Like I'm not really like, you know me. I'm forgiving. I'm forgiving to a fault. But once you really piss me off and we like have a real fallout, then no, it's fuck you to the day you die.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way.
Yep.
That's that big Taurus and Aries energy.
Yep.
That's my issue. I literally will hold a grudge forever.
Me too.
Forever.
And I don't even be thinking I held a grudge against this person until it comes up. Just like now, I was sitting here getting mad all over again.
Cause like I'll be replaying that shit in my head, and my fists just be tightening and shit, and I just like, oh, why didn't I fucking hit you back then?
I know. I'm not a fighter. I really don't like to fight.
I'm not either, but it's just the fact of like
I'm not either.
Now I am. Now I will. But now I will. Not back then. Like I was very like, I guess timid, and I never really had experience fighting. So it's just like I never really cared. I'm still not really a fighter, but I will try my best to hurt somebody if I can.
Shit, the way we be working out, it ain't no try. Bitch, your nose about to fall off.
With the punch a bitch.
Yep.
I'm about to help you breathe better, bitch. Brother. I'm just gonna stop talking. It's just tic-tacs.
You study eating
You
them.
supposed to eat them shits like candy?
Ew.
Yeah, I'm about to help you breathe better, bitch.
The last thing that I saw on social media that I wanted to discuss was deodorant. So there was this post that it was like a discussion thing, and it said, so do y'all wear deodorant to bed, yes or no, and why or why not?
So I shower mostly at night unless, I don't know, sometimes I'll shower in the morning, but most of the time I shower at night. Well, every night I shower, but sometimes I'll shower in the morning because I don't like to go to bed without showering.
That griminess that you feel yourself. Yeah, like if I'm either too sweaty.
Like I got the day on me.
Yeah.
If I'm too drunk or some shit, then it's like
that's a different story.
There's times where I don't even remember that I showered, but I wake up and I don't have no makeup on. I smell good. I'm like, I showered. I don't even remember being in the shower, but I showered. I took my makeup off really well, but I think it's just because I know like subconsciously I need to take a shower. But
I wish everybody knew.
I know.
It's built into your subconscious.
Yeah, and to other people, they don't even drink and then they don't fucking shower.
Yeah, they can't even think about it and do it.
But I used to wear deodorant after I would shower. I used to wear deodorant after I would shower at night and then go to bed, wake up in the morning, put more deodorant on. But as the day went on, I felt like I stunk more. I know, like, how I always say, like, oh, I feel like I stink or something.
Yeah,
You're like, you don't.
Smell you.
Well, when I wear deodorant at night and in the morning, it's, like, stronger. So, no, I don't wear deodorant at night. But when I wake up in the morning, I mean, shit, you can smell my pits. Not right now, but it's the end of the day. But, like, you can smell it whenever I wake up in the morning. I don't stink. I didn't sweat.
So, most of the time, like 90% of the time, when I get out of the shower, it's just like a habit of mine. Like from growing up, I've always just put deodorant on going to bed. Don't know why, but I have always done that.
Yeah.
But then there would be some times where, you forget, and I still don't stink when I wake up. So I don't really feel like it does any difference. It's just there.
Yeah, I think as long as everybody's body is different. So if you're more prone to stinking or something.
I don't have gland issues.
And
What? Ain't that what it's called? Did I say something wrong? Did I say something wrong?
No.
Oh.
You just don't have any gland issues.
No.
I just think do what works
Fresh
best
over
for
here.
your body. And please, for the love of God, please listen to your body. If you feel like you
No,
stink,
it'd be those bitches I know my body that don't know their body.
please ask the
Your
body.
eyes look like they're watering right now. Your shit getting onioned up. Ain't no steak bitch around. You just picture that shit.
I think my body's
Are you
just
about
having
to cry?
I think my body's just having a reaction to how bad people smell sometimes, and it's just astonishing to me.
That you don't smell that shit and be trying to fix it.
Yeah.
But what about you?
It's a hit or miss. I'm just gonna go based off the fact that I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's supposed to be healthier for your body to be able to perspire,
Mm-hmm.
but because all it is just you sweating and trying to cool your body down. But if you put deodorant on, it's gonna prevent your pitch from sweating. And I think at night there's no point of putting deodorant on because it's nighttime. Your body needs to naturally breathe, and deodorant just kind of hinders you from doing that. Deodorant is good for the daytime when you don't want to sweat, when you're wearing clothes for work, you don't want to see no fucking pit stains, and you don't want to stink. But
yeah, sometimes the pitch stains still be there with the deodorant on.
that's because it's mixing with the chemicals in your body, and they just stain the shirt. Or maybe it could be a byproduct of the deodorant.
Yeah, because I had that problem at one point, and I was like,
because not all
bitch,
deodorants do that.
I don't be sweating like that under my arms, so I changed a few deodorants, and it worked for some of them. I wasn't sweating, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like the spray-on Dove is not bad.
Yeah,
but,
that's the one I use.
Sometimes, I feel like I can still feel myself sweating through it. I stopped doing regular deodorants because, I forgot what the reason was. I think it was because of the staining.
Mm-hmm.
But, the clear gel ones, I like those. I hate the white ones because I hate that.
It be all chalked up and clumped
it be
up.
looking nasty and shit when I'm
It be stuck in my little hair.
Right, because for one, I got hairy armpits, so I gotta consider that's another reason why I don't do deodorant when I go to bed. Because when I wake up, I'm most of the time I'm gonna shower when I wake up,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't like the feeling of having old deodorant on from the entire night.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it feels. If you go at night and then put it on, and
Yeah,
wake up in the
just
morning
wake up
and
in
put
the
it back
morning,
on.
you gotta put it back on,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
it's just too much. I feel like take a shower at night, be clean. Your beds and sheets should be clean. You should wash your bed sheets once a week, maybe two if life happens. But yeah, so I'm clean. I sweat. It's whatever. And then I wake up in the morning. If I don't take a shower, then boom, just wipe myself, wash my face, and then put some deodorant on. But if you go to bed with deodorant, there's nothing wrong with that. By all means.
Yeah, I do most of the time.
Yeah.
I also don't use the roll-on deodorant anymore either, because the same reason why you don't. I feel like the spray is better. The dry spray is better for me.
Yeah, sometimes that bitch be having me choked out in the bathroom though, cause I spray it up.
I shake the can up and
Yeah.
I turn away.
Turn away, cause bitch, you know about having me in here choking.
That, and then between the deodorant and the cologne, I know my bathroom is sick of me. It be full of fumes.
But it smells good when you come back to that bitch later.
When my sister was staying with me, she was like, "Damn, you put the whole bottle on." I was like, "Half of it."
Thank you.
I gotta make this shit last all day.
Yeah, I feel like whenever, because for me personally, I shave my armpits. I don't like to have hair. But if I do sometimes like in the winter, if I am no one's seeing my pits and I let it grow out a little bit, I feel like I stink more. I don't know if that's...
Hair attracts odor.
Yeah, but like guys who like y'all literally have, I don't have what mine does not grow nearly like y'all.
I feel like we're meant to have it. We're supposed to keep it long.
But it's different body chemistries and stuff though, because there's definitely men that stink, and like I'm pretty sure they probably still put deodorant on, but they just stink.
I don't think that's
and then be mixing the shit with cologne.
Yeah,
like so now you just smell like must.
No, you don't smell like must. You smell like boo boo covered in cologne.
Yeah,
like boo boo cologne.
Boo boo with a splash of flour.
Right, because every time I walk by, that's the first thing I catch is that fucking. I catch the cologne or whatever, and then boo boo right behind it. So I'm like,
that's literally how somebody, where we go often, every day of our lives. Mm-hmm. That's how they are. You can smell perfume for a second, and then you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, like
perfume.
I breathed booty. I don't know what that was, but it stunk.
I don't know. Every time I'm around somebody that stinks, I just try to keep my distance.
Yeah.
Because at some point you just learn who stinks, who doesn't stink, so you just don't really want to go around them. It's like me protecting my peace.
In my stomach, because I get nauseous.
In my nose, because I get nosebleeds easily. I do.
You get a whiff of it in your nose, just like
gushing blood.
Curtis, you okay?
No, I'm losing blood.
Somebody get him an ambulance.
Get that bitch out.
Somebody go get him a Rolling Salt. Or
Tame her or him. Tame them.
Somebody bring the Tommy Bahama.
Where's the loofah?
It's a wild, interesting thing. I mean, at least we could talk about whether we put it on in the morning, night, whatever.
At least we know we put it on.
Right.
Sometimes. Even though, like you said, you don't always put it on at nighttime, you know during the day when you interact with people, you're going to have some on or take a shower or both.
Right. So the original question is if you just happen to do it at night.
Yeah, it was just a discussion piece, like, do you wear it at night or not, and why not?
Yeah, I'll wear it. I'm not going to act like I go out of my way to not do it. Like, if I just happen to put it on, I'll put it on.
Yeah, but for me, it's just a habit.
Yeah.
I think if it wasn't a habit, I probably wouldn't wear it to bed either, because I catch myself sometime, getting out the shower, spraying fucking cologne on, too. Sometimes.
Yeah. I do too.
I always like to smell good. When I was younger, I used to tell myself and other people that I would wear cologne to bed just in case I died in my sleep or something. I would die smelling good. So you can never say I was stank.
Okay.
In the present life and afterlife.
Yeah, he shitted on himself, but at least he smelled good.
Right, we didn't even smell the shit.
Yeah.
He pissed too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that wraps up another episode of Triple P&J. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, download our audio on all the other audio platforms, and like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and we have something special for you guys next week. Make sure y'all tune in. Y'all have a good night.